met somebody, an American fellow who was working for this Singapore company which bought some skyscraper here. I know that there are 80 to 90 Singapore companies in the whole state of California, in various sectors. Where they are exactly, what they're doing, I know some of them personally, but I can't give you a figure. I mean, to answer your question, why not more here? I cannot say whether there are more Singapore investments or companies in LA than in San Francisco, because we do not have the kind of breakdown. We do not have a register where we say these companies are there, these companies are here. We don't. But I can advise you, if you would like, to meet my people in LA who unfortunately cannot be here today. They will be able to put you in touch with any contact you may have. And I will stress again, maybe I didn't make that point earlier, and this is the opportunity for me to do so. A lot of our companies the last 5 years have begun to look at the US again. In the past, it was always China, our neighboring countries, India, and after the financial crisis 7 years ago, some of our companies they got cold feet. But after it's over, it appears to be the US again #1 country in the world in terms of, it's still the largest economy, and Silicon Valley is an example of that dynamism. So a lot of our companies are coming back here. So if you would like, after this session, I can put you in touch with our people, and whatever business you are interested in, because many of our companies which come here, they are looking for partners. Like I said, the era where we were looking for your investments is not over totally, but it's being replaced by a new era where our companies now are coming here to your country, your state, even your city, to find partners, not only to sell but also to invest, to find partners, to buy companies. Merger and acquisition, this is also, we are not that big, but we are quite big in certain areas. So we can do that anyway. Thank you.
Frankly, when I'm new here, I just arrived last year, August. So when I came here, the first question I asked my colleague, Mr. Nick Nasri, who is arranging all this program, why San Francisco, why not LA? That was my first question when I came here, because there are more opportunities here compared to what we have, our presence in San Francisco. But to answer your question, American investors and American trade with the US and with Malaysia has existed for many years. But only for the past few years, the Malaysian investors has the opportunity to come to the US and explore the investment opportunity in the US. As I mentioned earlier, there are several key areas that we are targeting now under our economic transformation plan. Like biotechnology, healthcare, and aviation is one of them. And what we are seeing now, which I would like to quote the term used by my colleague Pak Omar, dynamics. Our investment in future in the US will be dynamics. We begin in San Francisco because this is where the Silicon Valley is. Not only we are establishing cooperation with companies there, we have quite a big number of Malaysians working in the Silicon Valley firms. So more or less we already have a pool of talent and resources in San Francisco. But at the moment I'm working with my colleagues in my office. We are trying to get more activities with the Los Angeles city. We try to get Malaysian investors, especially our sovereign funds like Kasana and some of our GLC, to look into opportunities in Los Angeles. Aviation, for example, there are big corporations here operating in Los Angeles. We want to introduce these to Malaysian companies. As some of us mentioned before, nowadays to do investment, you can establish link, more or less, to get to know each other, courting, before you go and have a physical presence in the country. So this is something that we would like to do in the future, and I would like to have more interaction with the LA Mayor Office, with any investors from the LA. We will try to get more people from Malaysia to come to LA, to get to know LA, and also from people from Los Angeles to get to know Malaysian investors. So this is something that something that we want to do more in the future, by as long as I'm here, and also whoever is going to succeed me. And I think this is what is my commitment, our commitment in the Consulate General Malaysia in LA. Thank you.
Can I?
After two very good, polite answers, I can be a bit blunt. LA has a bit of an image problem. At least for Indonesian business community, Indonesian businessmen, when they hear LA, immediately they think about, you know, film industry, about school, many send their kids here for school, real estate, hotels, this leisure industry. So it will be a bit hard sell, at least in Indonesia, for investment in LA in terms of biotech or IT or this and that. So that's my very blunt answer. Thank you.
Well, can I add, for the Philippines, aside from the known fact that Manny Pacquiao buys a house in Hampa Park, there's several firms from the Philippines. The number one Philippine corporation, Jollibee, has presence in California, but they compete in the difficult sector, food, burgers. And Globe Corporation from the Philippines, Telecom, is building pretty much a connectivity that stretches from Philippines, Indonesia, Hawaii, and will terminate in LA. So there's investment from our part, and I have a Philippine bank that's based in LA that has full banking license. Again, it's still a rising trend for many of our companies. Usually, if you see our countries grow, our multinationals start growing with it. The Philippines has enjoyed terrific growth during the past 5 years, averaging around 6.5%, and I think that has propelled some of our countries to look at opportunities elsewhere.